Stress. Let's speak about stress today because we don't even realize how much it's impacting our daily life and our health. I remember a time not so long ago where stress was part of my life every single minute or almost. Getting up early, getting the kids ready to go to school, rushing through breakfast, rushing on the road, rushing to get to work, arriving at work, not having the time to release or to undress, and I had my assistant there telling me, you have to meet the boss, there's an issue. That was going the same way for the whole day. At the end of the day, rushing back home, knowing that it's not going to be the end of my day because I will have to take care of my kids, get them into the bath, prepare dinner, and then maybe still work on some emails. I don't know if you recognize yourself in this, but that was part of my life. And what happened? Well, I was just, having 5 minutes for me at the end of the day before falling asleep, if I could fall asleep, and feeling just this rush all the time and thinking, is this my life? Is this the reason to be here on this planet and alive? And I couldn't see the end of the tunnel. I was in this rat race and I didn't know how to do it, how to reduce it. Well, I didn't even know at the same time how much it was impacting my health and my life. Because what was happening? Well, I wasn't feeding myself properly. I wasn't sleeping. It was impacting my sleep. I wasn't sleeping properly. I didn't take the time to exercise anymore, so I wasn't breathing. In fact, my immune system was weakened. I was sick all the time. And this is exactly what is happening to you when you're under stress. Stress is releasing stress hormones which are impacting your whole body. It's impacting your immune system, it's impacting all your organs, it's impacting everything inside of you. Let me tell you about the fight and flight response to stress, what we call this, and how our body responds to stress. Just imagine you had a tiger in front of you. What would you do? Well, you would find a place to hide and run from the tiger. So what is happening inside of your body? Well, the stress hormones are also saving us. We need them from time to time. So what is happening exactly? The stress hormones are released. Your heart is pumping, it's really beating harder in order to bring more blood everywhere in your arms and in your legs so that you can run from the tiger. You can breathe stronger, you have more space to breathe. You have an eyesight which is better. All this to allow you to run from the tiger. This is how it works. But then when you find a place to hide or maybe a tree to climb on, you have to release, and the stress and the heart is slowing down. You can breathe again more easily, and the blood is going not only in the circular, in your arms and your legs, but also going back to the other organs so that they can function properly again. So what are the two systems which are regulating this stress, or how you react to stress? We call that the parasympathetic system and the sympathetic system. So the sympathetic system is the one which is going to help you, run from the tiger. It's going to be the one which is going to help you have this heartbeat, have this breath, have all the things you need in order to run from any kind of tiger or, a stress factor or some danger. And then you have the parasympathetic system, which should come in and slow down. So it's like having a gas pedal and the brake. The thing is that in our daily life, very often we are pushing on the two pedals at the same time. We're pressing on the gas pedal all the time and at the same time trying to press on the brake pedal in order to slow down. And that doesn't work. So what is happening after a time, the body doesn't know how to react anymore. It's just under stress, chronic stress all the time. The gas pedal is always on. So what is impacting? What is happening? Inflammation starts to come in, weakened immune system, we know that. And then, different kind of diseases. Toxins, the hormones that you're releasing all the time, those are toxins that bring a very perfect environment for cancer cells to grow. I'm not saying that cancer is starting from only stress, no, because for cancer there are so many different factors. But yes, stress is a big factor. We say that, not only we, but so many different scientific people say 90% of the disease on this planet are due to stress. So stress is so important, and it's really important that you get to understand how it's impacting your daily life and what you can do to reduce it. Because it's not only you, like me, when you have a cancer diagnosis that you want to reduce the stress. You want to start right now understanding what you can do to reduce the stress. Because when the cancer diagnosis is happening, then there's even more stress. Can you imagine how much stress it is to hear you have cancer? Sorry for that. Not exactly in those words, And going through the cancer treatments, this is even more stressful. So what are the lifestyle factors? Because yes, it is us deciding how much stress we want to accept in our daily life. What are those factors? Well, we have surely, the pollution, outside air, the noise, the light. All this is impacting how we react, how stressed we are. Then we have how we feed ourselves, the nutrition. If you feed ourselves properly, if you take time to feed yourself, it's going to have another impact on your body. Then the breathing, exercising. Exercising, yes, it's good for your body to being fit and all that, but it's also the breathing, how deeply you breathe, how relaxing you breathe. So important to know that breathing is important. So you have the sleep. Stress is impacting your sleep, so learn to sleep better. We're going to look into this, Having a good night's sleep is so important. Well, the chemicals you put on your body, all those factors are adding to the stress. So look at that. Look at the stress you have. Look at all the things you do or don't do in your daily life and see how you can change it. Because yes, at the end, it's going to impact your health. And at the end, if you don't take action on that, it may come to cancer or any other disease. So what are the solutions? Because I prefer to speak about solutions than really about how to get it. But I know someone who's always telling me, when you know how to get a disease, when you know how to get something, then you know how to avoid it. So it was also important for you to understand how that works. And there's a lot on the internet if you want to look more into this. So I really invite you to search for yourself and understand how stress is really impacting your body. So, solutions. Let's speak about solutions. Well, first of all, we said exercising. I like to start by exercising because we think exercising is about running, it's about doing all this, but no, exercise, it needs to be fun. It needs to be something you really want to do, you really want to enjoy. Why? Because then you're going to do it every single day. My solution was yoga. But it could be something else for you. It could be just a quick a walk around the house. It could be opening windows and doing some exercises in front of an open window in order to breathe fresh air, Anything, trampoline, it could be anything you want. And it starts from 5 minutes to half an hour a day. Start small. Start with a small step. Don't start directly with 30 minutes if you don't want to take that time. But 5 minutes, just, jumping jacks in front of a window is already better than nothing. Again, exercising. While you exercise, pay attention to your breathing. It is so important. Breathing is the first law of nature. We come to life with a breath and we leave life with a breath. So breathing is so important. Then you want to look at your nutrition. Find and look for nutrition, for food that is really feeding you and not something to just fill your stomach. That's not what you want. I'm always recommending a lot of fruits and veggies and raw if possible. Why? Raw, what does that mean? It means just as they come from nature. Why? Because they will bring you the energy that you need. They are full of the sun energy, the earth energy. All those minerals and vitamins are there in a raw fruit or a raw veggie. As soon as you cook them, then you start eliminating some vitamins and minerals. So eat as much raw as you can. And it could just be having a fruits in the morning, or as snacks. That's already a great step in getting the right food inside of you. Then sleep. Sleep, so important. And I remember the time where I was thinking, well, I'm young, sleep, it's going to be for later. No. You need your sleep. You need your sleep to recharge. You need your sleep to slow down and have the energy on the next day. Today, I go to bed much earlier. So find what is your biorhythm. Is your biorhythm, are you getting tired around 9 p.m.? Then go to bed at 9 p.m. Are you tired around 1 p.m.? That's more an issue when you have to get up at 6 a.m. But that's the way you are. So understand who you are, how you tick, how is your sleep pattern. And what my naturopath is always telling me is once a week, go to bed, if you can, at 6 p.m. At 6 p.m., just turn off everything and see when you're going to fall asleep. It's okay, read, write, do things, but no phone, no TV around, just you and your bed. And if you have kids, as I had kids, put them to bed when they go to bed, and then you go directly after that to bed. I used to put my kids to bed and then go back to my computer and work on my emails until midnight. Do you think I could sleep well after that? No. And I would get up at 6 a.m. to get ready again for the next day and having a board meeting and all this. That wasn't working. So again, look at your sleep pattern and do everything you can in order to have between 7 and 9 hours sleep per day. It is so important. All right, what else can you do? What kind of exercise, what kind of thing? I spoke about the exercise. I'm thinking about meditation, slowing down. Maybe this is something for you. Mindfulness, yoga, all these things that are slowing you down, where you pay attention to your breathing, where you come into the now. Because it's in the now that you're creative, not when you're stressed. When you stress, you cannot create. You cannot get that gut feeling, that intuition that is giving you the idea for the next thing to do. So you want to be in the now, using those tools like meditation, mindfulness, maybe yoga or some other exercise. Learn to say no. Learn to say no. You want to say no to all the things that stresses you. And I know, because I've been there, how hard it is to say no from time to time. Maybe to your boss it's more difficult, but to something else it's easier. Start with small things where you start saying no to the things that are stressing you. And you will see, by just eliminating a few of them, how the stress is going to be reduced, how you're going to feel. You're going to feel lighter. You will have this place to breathe and feel better. I cannot describe that, just try it out. That's what I want to tell you, because this is what I did for myself. Saying no to friends, saying no to invitations that were just too much. Yes, it was for me maybe cutting myself from some social events and all this, but it was for that, having a better night's sleep. And then seek help. If you don't know, if you're lost, if you don't know, and you just feel you are in the middle of this rat race and you don't know how to stop, just ask for help. There are many different therapists. Even your doctor, your GP can help you, Seeing a psychotherapist, the therapists are reducing your stress. It is so important to take that in your hand and decide for you, for your life, for your health. It's your role. Nobody can do that for you. It's your responsibility. If you have any question, come back to me. I will be happy to share with you all the things I've learned since the time I was so stressed that it has impacted me to get a cancer. and the cancer was my big break, but I tell you, I would have preferred to go without a cancer. So take your life in your hand, take your responsibility, and find a way to reduce stress in your life. Have a great day. Bye.